What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about 3 fighters in every division that I cannot stand. I absolutely hate them and I disagree with them morally as a person, and I think they should die. No, I'm kidding. I'm not taking it that far, but no, these are just fighters that I dislike. I've never been a fan of them. I've never liked them. I've always disliked them. I've always been rooting for them to lose in every single one of their fights. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about 3 per division. So we got 24 fighters in total that I do not like. If you guys notice any specific trends in this video, it's a coincidence. It doesn't mean anything. It just happens to be my selection. Obviously, there's no motivation here. But yeah, let's get into the video. You guys let me know in the comments, which fighters do you hate? Which fighters are you just preying on their downfall? Also, I'm not going to be talking about unranked fighters because they're bums and no one cares about them. So it'll just be talking about 3 ranked fighters per division that I do not like. Let's get into the video, starting with the flyweight division. First fighter that we have here, I don't hate Kai Kara-France, but I also don't like him very much, to be honest. Now, yeah, I could have been like, oh, I don't like Tim Elliott or Mateus Nicolau or some shit like that, but I don't really care about enough about them. Kai Kara-France just kind of annoys me. Like, it's the same as that fucking dude on Contender Series the other day that's doing the retard shit, like trying to mog his opponents and stare at them and fucking do the little demon face emoji and just look like a retard. It's like, alright, cool, little bro. Like, you're 5'5", like, settle down. Like, good job. You get some KOs. Like, congratulations, you're Maori. We didn't know. I really didn't know you were Maori, bro. You didn't need to, I really needed you to do your little fucking tongue thingy again, because I didn't know that you were Maori. So thanks for clarifying. But no, Kai Kara-France, I don't know. He's just annoying a little bit. Like, he just annoys me to look at, to be honest. Like, he's a fun fighter, right? He KO'd Erceg, which I was upset about. But I don't know, I don't really like him very much. He just annoys me to look at. And apart from Dan Hooker, like, all the CKB guys kind of annoy me as well. Like, Volk, I don't consider CKB. Volk trains in his gym in Australia, obviously, most of the time. Most of his talent comes from Australia, obviously. But no, the CKB guys, a lot of them I just find really fucking annoying, except Dan Hooker. But yeah, Kai Kara-France, I don't know, I just don't like him. It annoys me to look at. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Amir Albazi, a little rodent-looking, fucking inbred-looking cunt, has not fought since fucking June of last year, won a robbery decision over Kai Kara-France. I don't even like Kai Kara-France, as I just said, but still, that fight was a fucking robbery, and Albazi should have lost. Little boring cunt. Okay, who else have you beat? Like, you got a robbery over Kai Kara-France, you beat fucking Alessandro Costa. Like, am I tripping, or have I just forgotten the rest of this dude's opponents? Like, when does he fight? He's not active. He's fucking boring as shit. He's probably going to fight Moreno next and fluke a win over him because Moreno's washed. So, yeah, Amir Albazi just annoys me to look at as well. Just got one of those, similar to Kai, just one of those faces where you're like, bro, fuck off. Like, you're not him. Like, who are you looking at? I don't know. Amir Albazi, I don't like him. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Tagir Ulanbekov, little rodent-looking in-bed cunt as well. Look at this guy's face. Such a punchable fucking human. Also, pulled out of the fight with Josh Van, missed weight like a bitch, missed weight by like 4 pounds, and then pulled out. Not like he missed weight and then Van refused to fight him. He pulled out, he missed weight and then also pulled out like a fucking spastic. Like, again, not an active fighter, fought Tim Elliott, and he's fought Cody Durden. And apart from that, who's he fought? Like, he's just a little runt of the fucking Dagestanis. Like, Tagir, it's like, Tagir, brother, we don't like this guy. This guy not get invited to the GOAT orgy session. Like, this guy's not even fucking wanted by his own people, probably. And also, yeah, he's just, like, inbred as fuck, and he's not even that good. Like, if you're gonna be inbred, at least be a top 5 fighter. But this guy's just mid. Like, cool, you subbed Cody Durden. Like, congratulations. But also, yeah, he pulled out against Van, which then caused Van to have to take a short notice fight against Charles Johnson and get KO'd. So, guarantee you, if you'd taken that fight against Van and not pulled out or missed weight like a bitch because you're too fucking big for flyweight and you're a frail cunt who's insecure with their size and knows that they can't wet blanket people if they fight at 135, that's why he stays at flyweight and tries to cut more weight than everyone there, because he knows he'd be an unranked bum if he fought at bantamweight. So yeah, if he fought Josh Van, he would have got fucking chopped up to the body, would have got his takedown stuffed, and would have got fucking finished, because he sucks. But Tagir Ulanbekov, as you can tell, I don't like him very much. Let's move on though to the next fighter. First up, a bantamweight now. You might be thinking there's like some sort of trend here. It's a complete coincidence, I promise. I actually don't even hate all the Dagestanis, just most of them. But no, Umar Nurmagomedov, I don't know, he beat Corey Sandhagen, which I was quite upset about. Also, this guy's got no personality. Your entire existence is just based off being related to Khabib. Like, otherwise no one would know you. You'd probably still be fighting in random Russian promotions. And yeah, also, like, he doesn't even deserve a title shot more than, like, honestly, apart from the Corey Sandhagen win, which I know is, like, on paper fucking Anthony Smith type logic, but, like, who's he beat apart from Corey Sandhagen? Just got jumped straight into that opportunity, undeserved as fuck. Beat him, fair enough, got his little main event in Abu Dhabi after pulling out the first time, pulled out when he was injured. Any Dagestani pulls out the fucking slightest sign of an inconvenience in their camp. That's a fact. So pulls out the first time, gets the fight pushed back, and then gets a main event in Abu Dhabi. Like, hello? Why are we not doing a fucking fight in America? Why are we not doing why do you just get that fight after pulling out? So I know he won it. I'm not discrediting his skills. Very skilled fighter. But he's got the Dagestani privilege, clearly. And yeah, also, just again, annoys me to look at. Is like, who are you? Fucking Umar Nurmagomedov. Like, the first thing people think of when they hear your name is just, oh, it's Nurmagomedov. Look, he's one of the inbreds that trains with Khabib. He's obviously going to be really good. Like, he had one fight in the UFC. People are already glazing him. Like, this guy's a future champion, man. Like, yeah, you only said that because he's Dagestani. But anyway, Umar, no, he's a good fighter, but like, again, I don't know, it just annoys me a little bit. And also, yeah, Figgy deserves a title shot more than him, and Aldo deserves a title shot more than him if he beats Bautista. They've beaten more top 15 opponents. I would rather have 5 wins over top 15 opponents outside the top 5 than 1 win over a top 15 opponent, but they were ranked like number 2 or 3. That's my opinion. But anyway, let's move on though to the next fighter. Next up, Sean O'Malley, just a coping little fucking dumb teenage personality, fucking Aiden Ross type of, like, fan. That's the only fans this guy has, really. No, like, he's, again, fun fighter, not discrediting his skills. His striking's good, but also, like, you fought like a bitch against Marab. You got tossed around like a fucking little frail boy. Your entire personality is having colourful hair and smoking weed. Otherwise, you've got nothing going for you personality-wise. You've got the fucking trash talk of Izzy, arguably worse. Izzy's at least had some good lines. Ilias wears a size 6.5 shoe. Nobody cares about you unless you fucking were good at striking. Again, privileged rise to the top as well. Got favourable last fight with PDR, an arguable robbery, and then just gets a title fight. Like, sick. Literally no contest with Pedro Munoz. Gets a title, gets Jan, and then gets a robbery decision, gets a title fight. Also, the way he's been acting after the loss. Originally, he was like, oh, no excuses. Oh, funny, O'Malley's wearing a wrestling singlet and pretending to spoil. And now he's just, like, maybe he's doing it for attention. Maybe he doesn't. But I genuinely think he thought he won that fight. Like, knowing him, oh, yeah, I went back and rewatched it. I won 1, 3, and 5. No, you didn't. You lost. You got bitched apart from round 5 when you hurt him to the body. So yeah, Sean O'Malley, I don't know. I'm sick of him. Like, he beat Aljo. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, nice. Fucking Conor McGregor edits and shit, like, even though, whatever. And then since then, I don't know, like, the Cheeto fight, undeserved. The only reason he got free layup title defense. People are talking about Pereira Khalil undeserved, which it is. How about let's fucking talk about the Cheeto fight being undeserved? I know people did talk about that, but, like, Mickey Mouse title defense. So yeah, I don't know. O'Malley, never been a fan. Hater, man. Anyway, yeah, I just don't like Sean O'Malley very much. So I'm proving this is not just Dagestanis, guys. I'm not just going to make this entire video Dagestani fighters, because there's not actually that many of them that are in the top 15 of the rankings. Anyway, let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Anyway, Cejudo, just a little fucking midget, 5'4", Triple C, guys. Like, no one cares about you, buddy. You're irrelevant now. You came back after 2.5 years, 3 years, lost your belt, then lost to Marab. Fair enough, that loss hasn't aged badly, but, like, I don't know, he just yaps, and he still thinks he's fucking relevant as a fighter. He's, like, I don't know what he's doing. Called out, I think Dominic Cruz called him out, which is kind of funny. He didn't want to fight. He was calling out Rob Font, calling out, like, other random guys, not calling out Song Yadong, disregarding Song Yadong's call out, because he knows Song Yadong would fucking KO him. But yeah, I don't know, Cejudo, I've just never liked him. Like, the shtick has just always felt, like, forced and just cringe. Like, if you're gonna do the shtick, at least do it well. Like, Chael did it well. Colby did it shit. Cejudo, Obviously, it's not the same gimmick as like Colby does, but like again, just did it shit. It's just cringe. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't like him very much. Let's move on though to another fighter, Ilio Topordio. He beat Volk, and that's reason enough to hate him. He's also just a cocky motherfucker as well. Like, fair enough. I like people. I don't even hate Ilya that much. I'm just annoyed that he beat Volk, and like he's just a bit annoying. Like the way he was yapping, saying like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna fight Ortega. I'm not gonna fight Yair. I'm not gonna fight Holloway or whatever." All of that. Just like acting like beating Volk means you inherit his title defenses. Like doesn't work like that. But no, I think he's gonna beat Holloway. Never discredited his skills. Always said he's an elite fighter. I think he's beating Holloway. And I don't even care, honestly. I'm not even a massive I don't dislike Holloway in any way, obviously, but I'm not even like a massive Holloway fan. So if Ilya wins, I'll genuinely not be upset. And that'll just prove how well the win won't age badly for Volk. Because if Holloway goes out there and just 49-46 masterclasses Ilya, I'm gonna be like, all right, Volk's definitely fucking fell off a little bit. But if Ilya goes out there and especially if he finishes Volk, I'll be like, okay, I don't feel as bad about Volk losing. But no, Ilya, he's just cocky, just yaps a lot, but he's the champ, so fair enough, do what you want. Let's move on though to the next fighter. So Brian Ortega, this is the story of the Eagle, man. You know, I'm gonna lose this fight. I'm gonna fucking get dominated, and then I'm gonna come back and fluke a win over a top 6 fighter. That's the cycle of the Eagle. Brian Ortega, I don't fucking like this guy. I never have. I'm always happy to see him lose. He just fucking gets away with winning because he has a chin. I was so happy to see Lopez beat his ass. Not just because I'm a Lopez fan, but also Ortega's just the style. It's the same with Cheeto. I don't like Cheeto either. I probably should have put him instead of like Cejudo because I don't really care about Cejudo. But I hate these fighters that just get away with fucking winning via having a chin and just other fighters that fight them being retarded. Like, it's so clear that Cheeto is not good. It is so clear that Ortega is not that good. Like, I'd say Ortega's better than Cheeto. Cheeto literally just gets fluke fucking KOs. Was losing to a Frankie Edgar. But, Ortega, like, the Yair fight, you got battered and then you just fucking come back and win because Yair gasses out from punching you in the face too many times. Like, he's had 2 title fights and both of them have just resulted. He got taught how to box by Max Holloway and then he literally got TKO'd by Volk, but they just let him keep going. That was a 3rd round TKO for Volk, or end of the 3rd round. But yeah, Ortega, I've never liked him. Also, I don't know, his personality just pisses me off as well. So yeah, anyway, let's move on though to another fighter. Movsar Evloev. Now, with anyone saying, oh, left lane just hating on Dagestanis, he's not actually Dagestani because some random cunt, some nerd, fucking commented on my video once and saying, actually, Movsar's not Dagestani, he's actually like Urgish or English or some shit. I'm like, okay, sweet. But now I get to use that logic here. So yeah, I'm not being fucking racist against Dagestanis, because yeah, Movsar's not Dagestani. So I just hate him because he's annoying. He's yapping on Twitter, literally refused to accept a rematch with Lopez, and now he's calling for it, saying, Lopez, you need to defend your honor and turn around after a 3-round fight with Ortega where you beat the fuck out of him. You need to turn around 2.5 weeks later and fight at altitude in Salt Lake City when you're ranked above me. Like, no, that's not how it works. If he was actually like calling out Lopez for a rematch, I would be like, all right, fair enough, he's standing on business. But now, he's literally he's like Cyril Gahn against Aspinall. Just like, no, this is not good matchup for me. I only want to fight Abziren Kings. And then, as soon as Aspinall wins the fucking interview, oh la la, Aspinall, you must fight me in Paris. Like, he's just yapping. It's the same thing. Like, you don't want to fight them when you're in a better position, and then when they're in a better position, oh yeah, I'm calling you out, bro. Don't duck. Don't be ducking. Yeah, he got 10-8 by Lopez on Twitter. Also, little boring cunt, not active, fights fucking once a year, basically. He also, like, people are going to be like, oh, Lopez went to a decision with Dan Ige. Like, fucking Evloev went to a decision as well. Evloev goes to decisions in every one of his fights. Arguably won a robbery decision against Allen. And then, yeah, literally almost lost to Lopez on 5 days' notice. He'd smoke you in the rematch, bro. Anyway, let's move on, though, to another fighter. Arman Sarukian. I don't know. I just don't really like this guy. Look, he's not a boring fighter. This is not like I hate the inbreds, the cliff dwellers that just crotch sniff. Like, no, Arman's not even, like, that boring. He beat Oliveira, which was upsetting. And also, like, I don't know, he's just, like, he just annoys me. The way he handled that Bobby Green situation around fight week, it was just being a fucking dickhead because you got butthurt that Bobby Green said you were a boring fighter, so you got like 10 of your boys to try and go press him. Like, just weak shit. And then, like, even after the Benil KO, like, punched him again, fucking extra while he's on the ground. Just, like, I don't know. I don't like Harmon. He's just a bit annoying. The one thing I'll give him credit for, I don't hate him. Like, this is not the same level of energy that I've got towards fucking, like, Tagir Ulanbekov or Movzar or something. But, like, also, I'll give him credit. He did say that he's like, fuck you, I'm not doing the anti-bullying PSA thing, like, which is based. I support that. But apart from that, I don't know. I just don't like him very much. Let's move on, though, to another fighter. Michael Chandler, you're not a philosopher, buddy. Quit going up on fucking rants and posting 2-minute, like, philosophical discussions as you sit in your room by yourself and contemplate your life choices. Like, we don't need to hear it. I don't know, like, fun fighter, that's the thing I'll give him credit for. He's a really fun fighter, goes to war every time because he's just retarded. But, I don't know, like, the way he acts, the fucking, just he was trying to, like, brown-nose Dana and Conor and shit on Tough to get the fight. And then Conor pulls out and he's just clearly not fighting him. He's just yapping, being like, oh, I'm going to show up in Las Vegas because I promised to date this fight on this date, all this bullshit. And he's just, I don't know, like, Chandler's personality is just annoying. Cheated against Poirier as well. It's just, like, he just goes off on little rants and shit on Twitter, like, saying, oh, Poirier, you should retire, bro, whatever. We want to see you retire. Then Poirier's like, who's we? You fucking, you ain't shit. Like, you're not part of the club. Like, you're not part of the lightweight, like, the UFC club where you've been here for, like, 2 years. So Chandler, I don't know, again, I don't hate him, because he's a fun fighter, but apart from that, like, I don't know, it's just a bit weird. Don't like him very much. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Jalen Turner, fucking dumb, little, retarded, typical, melanated African-American. I'm kidding. No, but Jalen Turner is dumb as fuck. He's annoying, little frame bully, weight bully bitch as well at lightweight. Too scared to go up to welterweight, because you know that Luke fucking smoked your ass, and Luke's not even that good. So you know you'd get thumped up by anyone half decent at welterweight, so you stay at lightweight and just try and frame bully and, like, range bully your way to wins. Literally was beating up on Dan Hooker and just quit. Just decided that you were sick of fucking punching him and then you got bitched. Who else did? Bobby Green, that wasn't his fault, that was the ref's fault. But then Moicano tries to get a little walk-off KO. You're not getting 300k, buddy, you're on the early prelims, and then just gets bitched and finished in the second round because he quit. I hate Jalen Turner immensely. He's just annoying as fuck. Let's move on, though, to another fighter. Next up, Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad. I was going to put one of them because I already have 2 other guys here, but then I couldn't really decide who I dislike more, so I'm just going to put both of them. So welterweight, you're getting 4 people, so I actually have 25, I just realised. But yeah, I hate both of them equally. Both boring, both annoying, both zero personality, both shit champions. I'll give Bilal credit. If he does turn around and fight Shafkat in, like, December, like, fair enough. I'll give you credit for that. Because the thing is, like, Bilal's done nothing wrong. He's just fought, and then he just annoys me greatly to look at as well. Like, looks like the fucking, you know what I'm talking, what's the meme? You know what I'm talking about, the fucking sausage party thing or whatever it is. Just incapable of finishing an opponent. I mean, he finished Sean Brady, because Brady quit and forgot how to absorb punches and forgot that he was a mixed martial artist and a professional fighter. But, like, the Burns fight just pissed me off as well. Couldn't even finish a one-arm skill with Burns. Fair enough, you beat Leon. That's why I hate Leon equally as well. Headshot dead, bruv. That's the only fucking thing going on in your personality. Other than that, you're literally just a normal black guy who does fighting, who does martial arts. Like, headshot dead. You KO'd Usman, fair enough. But, like, also just easily breakable. Leon Edwards, easily breakable. Your coach was really trying to do the speech up. Leon, you're 4 fucking down, bruv. You find a head kick. You're 2 down, Leon. You gotta pull this shit up to fire. Like, I don't know. Leon's just, like, you're a professional fighter and you need that level of fucking motivation from your coaches. Like, you get bitched that easily that you need your fucking coaches to try and start up a motivational speech for you. Anyway, I don't know, they're both just equally annoying. Let's move on, though, to another fighter. Colby Covington, the most fucking cringe, fakest personality in the sport, bitch of a fighter as well, quit being an actual fighter after the Masvidal fight, came back and looked like a spastic against Leon, yapped so much shit in the build-up, only to just lay an egg and fucking walk around looking like you were an old lady trying to hold up her handbag. Like, Leon Edwards is, like, the least intimidating fucking fighter ever. Like, he's the most timid, passive fighter ever, and you were still getting bitched by him and only got, like, your takedowns in the 5th round. And then only ended up on top because Leon went for an armbar. He's not good. Trump doesn't know you, little bro. Didn't even have you on his top 3 favorite fighters list. Literally likes Khabib more than you. Literally likes Masvidal more than you. That must be tough. You've sucked him off your whole fucking career to try and gain a fan base because you've got no real personality. And yeah, he doesn't even like you because he knows you're a little fake cringe bitch. So yeah, Colby Covington, I fucking hate him. Might be my least favourite fighter on the roster right now, apart from probably John Jones and Izzy. But Colby's just, I always hated him. This isn't like, oh, I switched up on Colby. I've always hated Colby. He's always just been a fake cringe cunt to me. You really, like, he went on and talked about how he had to change up his personality after the Damian Maia fight or whatever, so that's why he did his little speech. Like, you're literally admitting that you're a boring cunt with nothing to offer, so that you had to fake something to get interest and start talking shit. Colby's not naturally a shit talker. Colby's not naturally some loudmouth. He's just a little cunt because we've seen him when the cameras are off, or we've seen him when he didn't realize there were directly cameras in his face because he acts like a little bitch and he doesn't stand on business at all. So, yeah, Colby just yapping, filing a fucking lawsuit against Masvidal as well. Little bitch move as well. Just back it up if you want to chat shit. I know he obviously beat him in the cage, fair enough, but yeah, don't go whinging and calling the fucking, call the cops. Like, I don't know, I've just hated Colby for ages. Again, yeah, like how much of a little spastic, how much of a loser do you have to be to admit that you have to put on a fake personality and change the way you talk and use fucking fake scripted lines that you can't even remember half the time at the press conference? How much of a bitch do you have to be to just admit that and just be like, hey, by the way, UFC fan base, you know I'm a boring little cunt that no one cares about me, so I'm going to give this fake personality so you guys can think I'm interesting. Like, fuck off. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Next up, Ian the Cuck Gary. Again, just a very irritating personality. Your wife is your husband. Or your nutritionist is your husband. But Ian Gary, sit there and shut up and do what you're told. You're not Conor, little bro. Like, no one cares about you. No one likes you. Everyone knows that you're just a little fucking retard. Also, yeah, he just acts like he's putting on fucking virtuoso masterclasses against Jeff Neal and against MVP, like you're scraping wins over them, buddy. I don't know, Ian Gary. The shit talk with Ian Gary's old. Like, Ian Gary, at least he's like he's just naturally just a annoying little shitty fucking spoiled kid that's just a bitch. But like Colby is just like trying to come across as cool and just then failing. He's trying to change his personality and then still failing. Like Ian Gary, if Ian Gary tried to come across as some cool guy, we'd be like, all right, bro, jigs up. Like you're not cool. But like Ian Gary's just accepted he's a cock. He's accepted that he's a little bitch and a soy boy, and he's just gonna roll with it, and that's fine. So I respect him slightly more for that than Colby, who knows he's a boring little cunt and tries to change his personality, and he's still a annoying little cunt. So yeah, Ian Gary, I don't like him at all, but if he fought Colby, I would be rooting for him to win, I'll say that much. And a lot of you guys will say, I'll take, I hate Colby, so that's my opinion. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. I'm going to touch him, and I'm going to touch him enough times, and eventually he'll crumble like the Twin Towers. Botched. Izzy, I don't know, trust is just cringe, fucking botched trust, like, I manifested this is part of my storyline. Everything about Izzy is cringe. He goes on and whinges. Like, he was telling us, acting like he's some victim or some shit because he got bullied in school. Like, guess what? Maybe you just act like a spastic and you're a fucking loser retard. So, yeah, you're going to get bullied. Deal with it. But I don't know. Like, the DDP build-up as well. Also, like, everyone's like, oh, look, credit to Izzy. Look how well he took the loss for not being for shaking DDP's hand and shit afterwards. It's like, yeah, but you talked so much shit and you tried to set that up and make Dricker seem like a bad guy. And then you change your tune and be like, we're brothers, no matter what Africa would have won tonight, trust. Guarantee you if you won, you would have been fucking Wakanda forever and emoting over his body. That's what you would have done. And everyone would be like, see, bro, you don't talk shit to Izzy. Izzy's different. Contender Izzy's a beast, bro. So yeah, Kenny Okoye glazing him, fucking coping. He must have been injured. Oh, he wasn't throwing statistically the same amount of low kicks. Like, it's just retarded. Anyway, Izzy, you guys know by now I don't like him, as do many people because they're sensible individuals. Dog toucher as well, dog creep too. It's a cringe little fucking weirdo. Let's move on to another fighter. Next up, we got Brendan Allen. I don't know why, I just fucking hate this guy. I hope Imavov smokes him, which I think he will, because I genuinely don't think Brendan Allen's good. Also, your personality doesn't exist. You bring your daughter to press conferences because otherwise you're just a fucking dude that no one cares about. So you're like, oh, look, I have a daughter, guys. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just finding reasons to dislike him because something about how he looks, something about how he talks, something about how he fights. I don't know. It's just annoying. Like, how are you going to be scraping a win over Chris Curtis and probably only won that fight because he injured his hamstring in the last 10 seconds? Like, I don't know. He's just not good in my opinion. Like, he beat Bruno Silva. Did he? Yeah, he beat Bruno Silva. Fair enough. Bruno Silva's inconsistent as fuck. He beat Andre Muniz, who's not even good. Like, I know Dan Hardy was like, Andre Muniz is a. I can't do the Dan Hardy. You know, is a difficult fight on the ground with Andre Muniz. I'm telling you, snapping limbs. Can't really do a Dan Hardy impression, but yeah, he glazed Muniz, but Muniz isn't good. So good job, you beat him. He sucks. But Brendan, I just don't think he's very good. Also, somehow just got his way to number 6. Like, Paul Craig is shit as well. Like, a win over Paul Craig doesn't even mean anything to me. And yeah, I don't know, Allen just annoys me in every way. Just don't like him at all. Let's move on, though, to another fighter. Roman Dolidze, this is another one. Not quite the same level as, like, a Cheeto or an Ortega, because he's not quite just relying on his chin as much, but he's just fluky as well. Like, I do not think he's good in any way. Like, you beat Hermansson because Hermansson decided to shoot a takedown in a fight where he was tuning you up on the feet. I don't think Dolidze is good. He got bitched by fucking Amavov, got thrown around, punched around the octagon. Your best moment of the fight, the closest moment you came to winning that fight was getting illegally kicked in the head because you almost got a DQ. And yeah, again, that's another reason. I also don't like Chris Curtis. He's not going to be on here because I don't hate him as much, but Chris Curtis is another one that could be on there because he just yaps always as well. And he's just got retarded takes. Literally said the Trump shooting was staged. I don't even like Trump that much, but like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, Dolidze as well, yeah, just a fluke star. Fucking, I don't think he's good in any way, and it pisses me off to see people that I don't view as talented at the top of the sport. And yes, I'm saying this as someone who's trained MMA for like 3 years and sits in my room as I record this video. So yeah, I'm just superior to all of these guys. Let's move on, because I know some people are going to be like, bro, who are you, man? You're a nobody. You can't be talking shit to these guys. You wouldn't say this to them in real life. I mean, yeah, you're probably right, but also, like, who cares? They're grown men. If they don't care about what I'm saying to them. Like, they couldn't care less. So it's really funny when fans just try and defend fighters and be like, you would never say this to them. How dare you insult this person? It's quite amusing. Let's move on, though, to the next weight class. Gomedan Kalayev, no particular reason for me disliking him. Nothing to do with where he's from or how he fights or how he talks or the fact that he's boring as fuck. And tried to demand a title shot in Abu Dhabi against Pereira. Nothing to do with that. I'm picking Rakic to beat him, so it's going to be very funny when Rakic beats Ankalaev and he never gets a title shot again. That'll be quite fun. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like Ankalaev. Again, no particular reason. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Jamal Hill, just a loud, arrogant, obnoxious hoodlum. No. I don't know, he just pisses me off. His personality is fucking annoying as shit. And I defended him, and I felt kind of bad from when Ariel was being a cunt to him as well. But no, since then, Ariel has been rare Ariel W, honestly, just shit-talking Jamal Hill to his face. Like, I respect it, because Jamal Hill is annoying as fuck, just yapping as well. Like, when Pereira won the fucking belt, and he's just yapping, being like, no, not impressive, all this, just yapping, like, you got the championship off a vacant belt. Who are you? You beat Johnny Walker. You beat Jimmy Crute. Congratulations. Glover Teixeira win was solid, but that was coming off the Yuri fight. Anyway, yeah, Jamal Hill also build up to the prayer fight, just yapping constantly. Just pure fucking yap as well. Just shit talking beyond belief. And then afterwards, he's just acting like the fucking early stoppage. Not early stoppage, Herb Dean interfered with the fucking fight. He cost me the win. All this bullshit. So yeah, I don't know. Just pisses me off. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Next up, Anthony Smith. I cannot stand this dude. On paper, I beat him. I'll say this, though. I'll give Anthony Smith credit. No, I won't. I won't give him any credit. But no, the reason I hate this guy most of all, one, because he's awful and he's shit and he's terrible and it's an embarrassment that he's a ranked fighter, but also because against Vitor Petrino when he won, that cost me sweeping picks on UFC 301, and then when he fought Dolidze and lost, that cost me sweeping picks on 303. So twice this guy, with both a win and a loss, like, if you could just consistently lose, that would help me a lot, or just consistently win, but no, Anthony Smith, but, like, he's always so inconsistent, so why couldn't you fucking Well, no, to be fair, he did win and lose. But yeah, no, I just picked it the wrong way around. But no, never mind. But yeah, he cost me 2 sweeps of cards on picks, which pissed me off. Also, he just sucks. He's delusional as fuck. On paper, I beat him. But yeah, Anthony Smith. It's Anthony Smith. Like, what are you going to do? Let's move on, though, to the next division. John Jones. I'm not even going to, like, rant for this long. I'm just going to list off the reasons. Wife beater. PED cheat. That's not the... Homosexual. Ducking Aspinall. Trying to fight an old-retired firefighter in Stipe. Probably attended the Diddy parties. What other reasons? Cocaine addict. Drives around the streets of New Mexico looking for homeless people. Yeah, Dana White, he's got his cock in Dana White's mouth, and that's why fucking Dana White's just glazing him and can't actually do his job properly. So yeah, John Jones, those are the reasons. There's been millions of fucking videos made, not millions, but like, Guru's done the whole John Jones expose. We all know, that's not even why. Like, the gay part I don't even really care about, but yeah, he's a PED cheat, wife beater, and also ducking Aspinall. Those are the main 3, and then the homosexual thing is just an alternate reason to dislike him. And also the fact that he fucking preaches like he's some God-fearing Christian good man when he's literally just the biggest fucking scumbag ever. Like, I'd rather... Okay, hot take here. Religious people in the comments, tell me if I'm tripping out, if I'm bugging here. I would rather someone just openly be a Satanist and just be a fucking degenerate weirdo, but just be it openly, than call themselves a Christian, say God first, God willing, all this, praise be Jesus Christ, and then be a fucking scumbag and run over pregnant women in their car, inject PEDs, beat their wife, do all that, and just be a dickhead and scumbag. Like, I would rather someone openly be a degenerate and a Satanist than call themselves a Christian, but just disgrace the religion in every way. If God has morals, he would not fucking allow John Jones to represent the religion and be a professional athlete at the top of the sport. That's my opinion. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Next up, Alexander Romanov. This guy's just so fat. It just irritates me. Like, how are you a ranked fighter and you're just that undisciplined and that obese? That's the main reason. He also reminds me of this guy at my work who's just a fat cunt. I got a new like a kitchen manager at our work, and he is just obese. He literally, he sends me to the fucking bar to go get him like 1 liter jugs of raspberry soda, and he does it like 4 times a shift. Just an obese man, and Alexander Romanov is quite similar in characteristics, so that's why I don't like him. But let's move on, though, to the last fighter. Junior Tafa, I hate you a lot. I dislike Junior Tafa immensely. Just like, first of all, him and his brother both just remind me of spastics, and they both look like the type of guy that just goes down to random nightclubs and just like looks at some random 20-year-old and then accuses them of like staring at them, and then just starts shit just to try and like sucker punch cunts outside of clubs. Like, this is the vibe that both of them give me, just dickheads that hang around bars and act like spastics and just are a nuisance to the community. That's the vibes that the Tafa brothers give me. I'll give Junior credit for stepping in on short notice. That's the one good thing he does. Still, you lost and got TKO'd and couldn't defend low kicks against Marcos Aguirre de Lima, who's literally the human thumb. He's built like a thumb. How are you gonna... You're meant to be some glory kickboxer or whatever. He's like fought in MSG or some shit, doing kickboxing events or some shit apparently, and he's just awful at striking as well. Got subbed by Volta Walker and then whinged about it and like was complaining about the stoppage when you verbally screamed out in pain. That's the rules. You tapped verbally. So yeah, he's just annoying as fuck. Also, all the comments just glazing these fucking Tafa brothers, but Uche fucking is like Uche, just speaking some odd language that they think is cool. I don't know what they're doing. And yeah, the Tafa brothers, they just annoy me. Justin less so. But Junior, just after that Volta walk, pushing him afterwards as well, just some absolute spastic cunt, having just crashing out. Like, you're a fucking grown man, like, grow up. You're acting like a child. And I'm saying this as a 17-year-old, like, grow up. So yeah, Junior Tafa, not a big fan. Let's move on, though. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed just me ranting about fucking professional fighters who would beat my ass. It's quite fun. It's quite fun to do. Just spread negativity. It's a good feeling, you know. Some people say, oh, don't hate, allow love into your heart. Nah, fuck that, bro. I got room for love. I also got a lot more room for just hating people. It's quite amusing. Makes me happy. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, follow my Instagram, Left Lane MMA. Yeah, we're almost at 11k subs, so hopefully we can hit that pretty soon. So yeah, subscribe. And yeah, drop more video ideas that you want to see in the comments. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, peace out, guys.